What's up, life engineers and those who want to become the greatest humans possible? My name is Eckl and you're watching this because you want the best out of life. And I'm so excited for this episode because today's week will be amazing, guys. Stay tuned for all the videos that are coming because I feel like you really should watch all of them because they're all about the same topic. Probably I don't have it completely finished yet by complete concept, but I do think that it's all of the same thing. So subscribe to my YouTube channel right now. If you haven't yet, subscribe right now to my YouTube channel every day at 12:30 my time, Berlin time. If you're somewhere else in the world, look it up when this is for you. But 12:30 every day this week we'll drop a video about the content that I'm talking about today. So let's get into it. What is it? Well, I introduced my concept of life engineering to this channel. It means you are building the best life you can possibly live. Well, to build this, I always use the analogy with an engineer. That's why you and I are an engineer, a life engineer, is building his machine, and the machine is your life. So in order to build this machine, in order for us to build the best life possible, we need to figure out what is actually our goal. So we always want to reverse engineer the things. You know, you're not building a machine and then you're looking like, oh, well, what can I use it for? No. If you're building a machine, there is a specific use you want to utilize it for and why you are building it in the first place. And the same thing goes with our life. Well, we happen to exist already, so it's kind of, we already constructed our machine, but now it's our goal to figure out how do we want to adjust it, improve it, and for what purpose. So the first thing we need to figure out is, what the hell do we want here? Like, what is it that we want? And I pondered and thought about it, and I meditated about it, and I was just like, what matters to us? Like, what is it? And I didn't research this. All of this, what I'm just telling you right now, is not research because I don't want to because I feel like the ideas you get from yourself are way more original than if you just read it somewhere in an article. I will do that in the future, but everything I'm telling you this week is pure me, is the purest essence of truth that comes through myself. And this is why I want to keep it that way. So, the thing that I found out is, or what I just seen, and it really just popped into my mind like, wow, and I couldn't find anything that would speak against that. So everything we do is directly directed to change the way we feel. Everything we do. Like, if you, please, this is also very important, if you have anything to add that contradicts with this or anything, please write it down. It's not like I'm presenting here my super important concept and this is the ultimate truth and you need to follow this. No, it's exactly the other way around. I'm a student. I consider myself a student. I just share my ideas with you. So please, if you have anything that you want to let me know, please write it down in the comments. It would be so amazing to have a great discussion there. So I personally couldn't find any example which would show the opposite. Like, everything we do, even if you're going to prison, you're simply doing it because if you would act otherwise, you would get hurt, you would get even longer, you would get a life sentence or whatever. Like, it would just get worse. So it's always about our emotions. And obviously I made a kind of a negative example because you're trying to avoid pain. But if we want to live the best life possible, we of course want to get rid of any negative emotions, and we just want to focus on the positive feelings. And then I thought about, like, well, there are so many positive feelings, like which one do we want? You know, like, and how, in which proportion should we pursue them, and all of the, like, it's not like just, oh, let's feel good, you know. It's not, to me, this would be just way too much on the surface. Like, what is it deeper? Like, what would be a concrete idea of what we want to experience on a daily, weekly, monthly, yearly basis? And then I come up with the pyramid worth pursuing. So the pyramid worth pursuing has 5 stages. On the very bottom, as the foundation, we have inner peace. It's simply this, I just want to make this one sound, so I think you can really get what I want to say here. I will describe each stage further in the video, but just at the beginning, at the very bottom, inner peace, just this relaxed stage. Then we have fulfillment. This is just above the inner peace. What does fulfillment mean? Fulfillment is this feeling, you know, you can see I'm really trying to present your feelings. I will describe it in words, but I'm really trying to do it more with a couple of expressions here so that you really get to connect with how I see it. So fulfillment is for me really just like this. It's not something like, oh yeah, it's more like really, it's not that deep as this inner peace where you just like completely, it's just this where it feels like it's dragging you, you know. It's really like it's pulling you up. It's like like really, you really feel like you could almost taste it because it's so present, so meaningful. I will get to this further. Third stage, the middle one, happiness. Happiness is just like, yeah, like everything feels good. It's just like, just when you're feeling good. This is really this basic, I am just feeling good, everything's fine, but you will see further when I describe them more. The second stage, excitement. Excitement is really this, yes, like, yeah, let's go, like, yeah, like I'm passionate about this, yeah, I want to do it, like, yes. And then the very first one, it's not like a particular order, but it's just the one on top, joy. Of really just fun. It's just like random things. It's really just like somebody's telling you a joke and you're like, ha ha ha, you know, like you're really just, you know, you're like, hey, cool, sure. You're just like, it's just very plain, very simple. It's just like, yeah, like it's just a short expression of feeling good, you know. It's really just like, yeah, like, so like, cool, you're like, thank you. This is like this kind of feeling, like, it's not like, it's almost too deep. Like, it's just like, yeah, cool, you know. It's just like very simple, very quick. And as you can see, this is like joy here on top is like much a smaller percentage of the whole pyramid than, for example, inner peace, which has the largest percentage. So why that is, I will explain you soon. And now let's get into describing deeper what these different stages mean. So inner peace is, as the lowest stage, it's really everything you can associate with this feeling, like it's being calm at your deepest level. It's being detached from everything. I haven't talked too much about detachment on this channel. I will in the future. If you don't know it, it's really like you don't need anything. It doesn't mean you don't do anything. It's just like your self-worth and all of this is not attached to this. So you're detached from the thing. So you're ready for yourself. You're okay with yourself, which leads to the next point. Self-acceptance, self-love. You're completely free of any judgments from anyone. You also don't judge others. You see, you're accepting everything that's in this world, that's happening, even the bad stuff. You're just okay with that. That does not mean that you won't change it, which we will see when we come to the next stage. But you are really, first of all, okay with everything. It has so much to do with just accepting the situation. And I have to repeat this. This does not mean that you won't change it. It's just how it is right now. It's okay for you. It's not affecting your state of being, your spiritual levels in any kind of way. You're just like, and you're like always just light. You're feeling light. You're just feeling light. And that's what it means for me to have this inner peace. And let's get to the next stage. The next stage is fulfillment. You're fulfilled if you're giving back to others. You are therefore, you're having a life purpose. You are doing something for others. You're giving back to humanity. You're not only that, you're creating something that is larger than yourself. You're creating something that is, that's just existing even beyond your own death. You're part of something bigger. It's just this feeling of like, damn, like I did this, or we did this, we created this, and now it's a thing for itself, whether this is a huge foundation, or it's another project you kicked off, or anything, or a huge donation, a business, whatever, or you wrote a book and it inspired hundreds of thousands of people to change their lives or whatever. Things like that, where the thing is really becomes something itself. You know, for example, Tony Robbins. Of course, his books are getting associated strongly with him because he's the author, but the books themselves become a thing. The books themselves are something that will be there even when he is not anymore. And this is what the fulfillment stage means for me. You're really having a higher purpose. You're doing something with meaning. You're giving yourself and your life a meaning.